All right, I wanted to get you a different look at a slightly more complex design rather than the traditional Endocrown prep that I showed you before. Here's another one where we've decided to retain a little bit for the lingual and quite a bit of the mesial buccal cusp. Um, at least have my minimum reduction. Typically, I shoot for about 2 millimeters on these. And again, I'm usually doing endocrowns when I've lost that peripheral enamel seal. I'm trying to gain more retention. But I've got smooth flowing internal structures. Try to avoid undercuts wherever I can. And then big, wide butt margins on the rest of that. So we will still have some adhesion to that enamel that is there, but because we don't have the complete seal, I want to help lock it in with that mechanical retention. And that's where Endocrown really helps. All right, so we got it on here, and you can see it really has no problem proposing that. It's a very nice design. And I'll go ahead and take it off the model and flip it over here in a second so you can see what the overmill looks like. And you can see it's really very little because it's a smooth, flowing design. Really nice broad surfaces. All those little imperfections of overmill, it's just because I'm human and I can't make things perfectly flat. But very, very minimal. It's a very smooth, easy to do preparation. You can start to see how you could potentially do those much faster than traditional post-core, crown, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, anatomy and stuff, machine does a great job. And there you go, another look at that and what we're looking at to do this design. Yeah, distal margin, not quite on there, but that's okay. Otherwise, nice, even taper. Yeah, there's a few little imperfect undercuts, but not bad. And then a nice smooth floor. So a lot of vertical resistance is going to meet that nice flat floor. Here's another design, kind of similar, of showing you I got really a couple walls on the mesial and the buccal, kind of distal of that mesial buccal cusp. But again, I'm still following the same rules of that minimum reduction, leaving broad shoulders. That mesial, I maybe could have flattened that just a hair more. But again, trying to round it, coming up onto that upper surface, rounding the transition down into the pulp chamber. 3 millimeters down there, you can see the orifice buried down there. My block out, a little bit of it got a little chip during the milling. It's rather poorly bonded to the plastic Type-It-On teeth, but you can get the idea of what we're looking at here. Definite enough for occlusal reduction. Again, those margins show you nice and rounded surfaces. Almost a little bit of bevel on that one wall, but and fairly minimal over mill. You can see I actually had a slightward down tilt towards the external surface on the mesial buccal cusp. And that's what you're seeing, that little bit of over mill right there, a little bit of a downward angle down there. But again, very minor. And again, they're very simple designs. They're not complex, and you can make them more complex or not. But again, we still have to follow those rules.